today, these two heavyweights, that's what they look like in my eyes. So I really don't even know who's going to win this one.
If this matchup happened yesterday, everyone would probably be assuming that IG are just going to be the heavy favorites and Malaysia are going to be the serious underdogs. Just the same way that people thought Malaysia were going to be a pushover for Secret. Now look how things have just dramatically changed in one day. Team Malaysia pull out what many consider a huge upset. They knock Secret down in a 2-1 series. And then Alliance managed to beat Secret earlier. I woke up and found out Secret was eliminated. I just thought that was crazy. And IG beat Alliance in the upper bracket. So I guess by those means, IG probably the slight favorites coming into this. And it kind of shows that people are wagering that's about a 55 to 60% odds favorite for IG. But really what we have learned is you just cannot sleep on Team Malaysia. And if you just look at the past play from both of these teams, like I have them both up on Dota Buff right now, they just don't seem to lose. You have like a 14-game win streak right now for IG, and for Malaysia, it's something to the pace of about, given, that they lost that one match to Secret, they have won all of their series in the past 20 days, which is about,
pretty crazy.
18, 19 games or so. So these teams have been ruthless with their recent play, but there is going to be a decider here and now. Which of these two teams is going to be losing their first series in a real long time? And, well, I don't want to delay things any further. So let's just hop into the draft at hand. Team Malaysia, they open up with that dirty troll grab, and they get the Spirit Breaker. Now, people were just going crazy yesterday. Ohio on his Spirit Breaker was just ridiculous. He was a bouncer for the whole game, just constantly keeping the team in check and just kind of being that enforcer. And then for IG, they're going to get Mr. Peeps here. You got Mr. Sniper going to be picked up first. And now they're going to follow it up with the Treon Protector here. So there's going to be your 1-2 punch right now for each side.
Yeah, I love both of these lineups right now, Sniper and Tree, just because of the fact where you have this Tree where he can always cast his living armor to keep the Sniper alive, and you have the Overgrowth that is never to be underestimated. It's great for dealing with a Troll Warlord. You need to find ways to deal with a Troll. So because he has max movement speed and he's going to be having a BKB, so the best way to do it is by kiting him, and I think Troll definitely offers a lot of kiting potential with his ulti, as well as the living armor, keeping your allies alive. And then on the other side for Team Malaysia, they've got the Troll Warlord with the Spirit Breaker. I mean, the second best map hack hero in the game for me is Spirit Breaker. The first one is Night Stalker with an Ags. I mean, to an extent, Zeus is one, but still, Spirit Breaker's charge, man, that just gives so much vision. You don't even need to worry about knowing where the enemy is half the time, because you just have a 11-second cooldown on it. So really well picked, I would say, from both teams so far.
I mean, it's got to feel nice right now for Malaysia to have someone like a Spirit Breaker when you're going against the Sniper, too. You need someone to kind of be that beefcake frontliner who can close the gap and get in the face of Sniper and just take him out of that comfort zone. And I wouldn't be surprised if Malaysia maybe build on that right here. They could always pick up a Zeus, maybe not a Night Stalker, given they've already committed to the Troll and the Spirit Breaker, but if they get something like a Zeus, then you're really kind of dishing out some serious map awareness for your own team. But instead, they're going to follow up with the Lion, something that Invictus Gaming have been running themselves ridiculously. I was seeing earlier that in their StarLadder history, at least, they've picked it up 11 times, and they have a 90% win rate with Lion right now. So these teams know how to utilize it well.
Ain't no joke.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. You're talking about double disable, great initiation once you manage to get a Blink Dagger in his hands, and just overall a platinum support pickup. Now an Earthshaker going to get grabbed up here from IG, something that I know Chuan has visited from time to time. Good at being able to be in the dark, roam from mid lane to the side lane. Hell, we could probably see him as an off laner possibly. It is relatively early in the draft, but you get your long range stun, your way to break up the team fight, and of course your Echo Slam. So the dunks potentially to come here.
I think Team Malaysia just counterpicked IG. Honestly, I was going to talk about the Phoenix being picked up with the tree. Even if you're against the Troll Warlord, you still need to find ways for the Sniper to not get gone on, right? So what do? You pick up a Phoenix, right? And you can make them focus the egg. Sure, you can have the battle trance, but you can always wait. It could be a good bait tactic, right? You could always have the Phoenix on your team, try to make sure the troll doesn't use his battle trance early in the team fight, and you don't even have to pop the egg sometimes early because they could have a really good position. Now I see it's like, yeah, you see IG, they're taking their time. It really looks like they really want to pick it, and Team Malaysia just like countered that immediately, and it's really great for their lineup. Now they have a treant, and an Earthshaker. Those are two melee heroes in your kind of safe lane, and the Earthshaker is going to be roaming, and as long as you have Icarus dive up, you can't really die. And well, IG definitely have one of the tankiest lineups right now with the Witch Doctor heal, the Treant armor coming in, as well as the Earthshaker. I mean, they have a lot of disengage and engage too. Just it's really nice so far from them too.
Yeah, so them being so big and bad in melee, it's going to be hard for them to deal with the egg, and this could be an audible call now. And something I was kind of saying a bit there is they're going to be shifting, it looks like now, this Earthshaker over into the core offlane position as they go into a Witch Doctor now. Someone who does thrive when there is going to be a huge team fight breaking out here, which is something Phoenix loves to do. He can kind of slam down that Death Ward and kind of mitigate exactly who puts their attention where. Now it's just going to be chaos, I feel, in these fights. You got an egg popping out. Yeah. People need to kind of deal with that, plus the Spirit Breakers are probably going to be getting in the face of your sniper, so Tree and Earthshaker need to kind of be there by his side to help out, and things can get pretty damn ridiculous here. So building on top of that, it looks like Malaysia want to ban out now towards what is most likely going to be the burning hero here. They ban out the Medusa first and foremost. IG now, they look at the other side, and they're anticipating what could possibly be their mid laner here, Mr. Ketchik Imba. Now, what is the prominent grab for him? Zeus is still possibly out there, but anything that's kind of striking to you right now, Ryu, as far as something that they can help and assist dealing with the team fight that they potentially are putting together, plus the sniper? They need something to help them break into the high ground.
They banned out every single mid hero in the game right now besides Zeus. You got Quap, Viper, Lina, Storm, Shadow Fiend banned out. Even Razor goes mid all the time. So there's really nothing left unless it's something really unconventional. You also have there's Wind Ranger left. You have Magnus. If we get Magnus plus Troll, dude, we could be in for some big RPs, and I think they should really take out Magnus here. It just couples up nicely.
Oh, yeah.
You can't really die against a sniper until level 6. You always have that skewer insurance, but I would say taking out the Zeus, like you were saying, is the best benefit for Invictus Gaming, taking it out. But now they always have that something to fall back on. They have the big RP they could get potentially with the Phoenix Egg, and I'm not seeing any other heroes really besides Magnus and Wind Ranger.
Magnus would be beautiful, and could be something that IG are possibly sleeping on here without really acknowledging it. But then again, like you pointed out, it's like there's so many mid heroes out there that they've already just checked off the docket from both sides that Magnus would be Wind Ranger. Okay, this is something not to nearly put on the same level, but a team that pops out to be his wheel wreck from NA, Relic represent.
We know him.
Relic reps a pretty good mid lane Wind Ranger to show how dominant it could be in that kind of position here, and could be something we see. Now, is it too far-fetched to consider that maybe Wind Ranger could be shoved over to the off lane and they put Troll in the mid lane instead? I mean, Wind Ranger, I anticipate, could hold her own a little bit better against the sniper in that mid lane position. And, well, to round out the draft, by the way, it's going to be the Luna picked up here for IG, so there's your burning hero, Lady Luna.
Oh, yeah. I think Wind Ranger can hold her own against a sniper. And you always have to worry about the Spear Breaker charge coming in. So definitely Wind Ranger with mid. Because you don't want to have a Phoenix mid and all of a sudden you don't have a Shackle Shot or a stun. And then the sniper gets away barely. So Phoenix, I think, will do a little bit better in the offlane than Wind Ranger too. I mean, he can always harass with his Icarus dive and his fire spirits. So it's a little bit better, but with the Luna now in the game, it's definitely going to be hard for Johnny in this offlane here.
Yeah, he's going to get bullied, and that's expected, but he has already played this role just yesterday, warmed up to the Phoenix, if you will, and is just going to be expecting to kind of eat a bit of harassment. But that could only be coming from the Luna and the Witch Doctor, already committing to the Tree, who's probably going to be pretty elusive, moving about, and then, of course, just kind of keeping an eye and making sure that Fissure won't be coming from the dark. But look at this, an immediate TP even coming out from Ohio, valuing a lot and getting that extra bit of vision. And it just kind of shows their priority to make sure that they can secure a good time in this offlane. He's actually going pretty deep for this ward. Is he going for the Magic Bush ward here? Oh, he's actually going to throw it just below. So a bit of
That's
an
a pretty new
unorthodox
spot for me too.
Yeah, so normally they'll probably go for the counter warding over here, and it's going to be tricky because they're already there, and they're like, okay, well, he's clearly not here now. I think it's going to be safe to say that this ward could go, uncontested, and this creep camp could be blocked from here on out. But before the action does tend to break out here, let's just quickly run through our introductions here, and I'll go ahead and lead off on your dire side. We got Team Malaysia right here, already off to a beautiful start in their StarLadder LAN, upsetting Secret, and now pushing on forward. They have the tough test to take on IG. We got Mr. KYXY. He's going to be playing your core farming troll warlord up in the top lane. We got none other than their new captain drafter. Mushi is going to be playing your lion. Mid lane, the young one, Mr. Ketchik Imba, is going to be playing your mid lane Wind Ranger. We got Johnny playing your Phoenix, and that leaves Mr. Ohio playing your, what looks like off-lane Spirit Breaker.
All right, as this horn goes, let's see if Chuan's going to give up first blood here. Who's going to get it? Chuan playing the Witch Doctor. Might be going down here. No, he's going to get the rune. Nice stun. Do they have... No, they don't have a stun. Counter stun coming out from the Lion. They're just going to run away as fast as they can. Boots on the tree, though. Faith could catch up to this.
Oh, he's trying. Oh, he's beelining towards Mushi. He's going to get the leech seed there, and he is just going to try to maybe run through the trees.
Goodness.
But yeah, he goes down. They're persistent, and it pays off. IG are going to be striking first, and very early here, they take down the Lion. Big boost for them as they head off into what looks like our aggro possibly lineup.
Yeah, they didn't even give me time to introduce. Here you go. IG, for IG's side, Luna. Burning. Who got the kill too? Was it? Oh, it's Tree. So Faith playing the Tree and Protector got first blood. Burning playing the Luna. Tron playing the Witch Doctor. We got Ferrari 430 in his mid lane Sniper. And bottom lane, is it Z?
We say Luo, just a safe bet. I know he's trying to probably identify himself differently, but yeah, we're just going to roll with
playing
Luo.
The Earthshaker.
Yeah, it's a safe bet. So he's got a one-on-one matchup, at least for now, against the Phoenix, but here comes Ohio, and this is a very unusual kind of a laning setup here. Earthshaker is going to have a bit of a difficult time to deal with this, but for now he's got the equilibrium of the creeps near his tower. He's in a safe spot to get that free XP, but we're going to have to try to keep our eyes seriously checked on this top lane setup here. IG changing things up, going with this aggro matchup clearly seems to be working out to their benefit. Burning's having free will to work with these creeps. KYXY not very comfortable here, just trying to nuke down what he can from the outskirts, and Mushi's on that creep pull duty. So they know this is happening. They're going to come over, and they're going to be like, hey, can you don't do that. We want these creeps. We're looking to take control here, and I gotta tell you, Ryu, it looks like IG, they called this one nice as far as the lane matchups go, and they're gonna have a pretty good start.
Right, it's looking really dominant from them. Let's check the mid lane here. Ferrari going up against Imba. I mean, it's about pretty even here. It should be. And notice that Ferrari has gone in. I wonder if he's gonna go for a headshot level 2, because when you're playing against the Wind Ranger here, I mean, having the headshot max, at least one more is pretty good too, but could be, you can take aim though, and that's the best thing you want against the Wind Ranger. You kind of want to get out of range and as well as harassing, but you can put a lot of pressure on here, and you kind of have to be careful from Imba. He needs to definitely stay back. I mean, it's very hard. They need to charge with the Spirit Breaker. Oh, bottom lane, Chuan.
Yeah, he's got a haste rune. He's like, I got something for you. He's going to bump into Johnny a bit, but here comes Ohio delivering his own bit of a bump, and he gets the bash here. Living Armor comes out. Chuan's trying to make a run, but oh, what a fissure. Johnny's going to go down with a quick turnaround auto attack from Chuan, and Ohio's like, I can't do this. I don't want to go too deep. I could hand over my own life, and just like that, IG now bump up 2-0. Bit of an overcommitment there, I'd have to say, from Johnny, and Luo just makes it look easy with a fissure, and now he could possibly get Ohio. Oh, nope, just a right click, and Ohio here, he's going to have to start chewing through these tangos. He is very weak and wounded, and if someone does come out from the dark, he could be in trouble.
That was really funny. He Icarus dived into the Witch Doctor cast, and then it just went down because of that. That's very unfortunate, as well as the Earthshaker stun coming. But yeah, shutting down the troll, that's what they're prioritizing this game from IG, and it's working out pretty good. We have seen Chuan rotate to the bottom lane. Now he's coming back to the top lane, it looks like. The 4-minute rune will be spawning here shortly, so he might go for that first. And, well, Burning feels safe up here, and he's got no support behind him. That's definitely what you want to see right now.
Yeah, you would think that the second that Team Malaysia do recognize that the supports are rotating, that they feel a bit more comfortable. But look at this.
Bottom
Ohio,
lane.
yeah, he goes very deep to get a hold of Luo, but he might pay with his own life here. Yep, good rotation in from Chuan, gets the follow-up, and a bit of redemption here for his fallen Conrad, but still Ohio just happy to get his team finally on the board as we rested at 3-1. So Luo will be put in check. Chuan will take the reins as far as getting some solo XP here, and, you know, Burning's going to be stuck with just a little bit of help here from Faith, but that puts KYXY in a bit of a more comfortable position to farm up. But as soon as I say that, look who shows up. Luo. Oh! Not going to catch him with the fissure. Anticipates he's going to go off to the right-hand side, but he goes straight up. But he could still go down here. He wants to man up onto Burning. He gets a bash. Living armor is not going to be enough. He takes down Burning. And now he's looking to walk away from this. But here comes Mushi in from behind, connecting with the stun. Whirling Axis is going to go out. Nice fissure connection and Enchant Totem. They're turning right back onto the troll. KYXY will go down. Faith picks up that one. And it is bloodshed all over the place here in the top lane. Back and forth we go.
Oh, yeah, man. And that's pretty good. Troll's getting up his levels, too. That's what you want to see. And this is probably the first game you ever see a Troll Warlord getting a magic wand as the first item. That's how far behind he kind of is. And he's getting pressured really hard. So, I mean, I would like to see a stat on that. Where's my Nahaz or somebody? But that's KYXY, though. He's going to get up his level 6 really fast, though, and that could be helping out. You have Wind Ranger with the Shackle Shot level 2 now, as well as the Focus Fire. She even has a double damage rune here, and that could be the death of Ferrari.
Yeah, it looked like for a bit the supports were thinking about trying to engage onto the Wind Ranger, but maybe they scouted her out, saw the DD rune, or like, if we risk running in there, we could end up being shackled to the tree, and then she just easily opens up with that DD rune, and then we could end up being in trouble. So they change course, and now they're kind of here back to the side of Burning, who is, you know, still trying to get the upper hand here. He is at 21-8 as far as CS goes. Troll 15-3, so KYXY still a little bit behind. Your head of CS, though, is Wind Ranger 25, neck and neck right now with Ferrari. So they're both fighting a little bit here, but now Imba, he's going to be able to grab up that Illusion Rune top lane. Didn't really get to use the DD quite yet. Meanwhile, Ohio's going to grab up the bounty there on the bottom. Doesn't have a bottle, so he's just going to immediately grab it on that front. And Luo has made his return back to the bottom lane. He's actually almost at level 6 now because of this solo time. But, you know, Ohio has been relatively quiet. We'll have to see that once he gets his level 6, once he gets that Nether Strike online, if then he decides to get a bit more aggressive. Because, you know, normally we see Spirit Breakers in that kind of 4 position or something. They just looking to charge all over the place. Whereas, you know, Ohio, he's taking things nice and slow, at least for now.
Yeah, he's definitely waiting for that level 6, and it's really hard for him to get in position too, right? Because you're charging into a tree, as well as the tree living armor, as well as the potential Earthshaker fissure stun. I mean, if you dive too hard, you could find yourself being turned around on, and that could be a 3-man wipe going the other way. Top lane, where's Mushi going? He might go the long way around. He has a smoke too. He is only level 3, but if they can get something, a shackle shot onto Ferrari here, they can make something happen. But deciding to go bottom lane instead. This Earthshaker has 900 HP, man. I don't know if they can kill him, but they're going to try.
Yeah, and 7 armor on top of that, too. But mid lane, they're trying to make a go into Ketchuk Imba. He's going to immediately use the Wind Run. He's going to get Maledict and Snipe. That's going to be the end of his life, without a doubt. They converge, and they do it well. IG execute a beautiful gank right there. They take down that mid lane core. Meanwhile, bottom lane, they are going to go for the engagement here. Luo could be in trouble. Nice stun connection, plus a bash certainly helps out. And it's going to be Ohio getting his own kill now here on the bottom lane. So a nice little trade from both sides, though I'd have to say IG getting successfully taking down the Ketchuk Imba Wind Ranger certainly works out to their benefit, because Ferrari has already been kind of doing as he pleases here on the sniper, and this makes things only easier for him.
Yeah, and the other thing to note is that Faith used his living armor on Burning top, so it didn't come in the bottom lane. If they had that, maybe he could have lived, and well, it's very unfortunate he put it on Burning at that time. But the supports from IG rotating up top lane here, gonna shut down KYXY a little bit even more. But nice pull coming from him. He's gonna see this scouted out, and he's gonna be able to farm up this tower here. He did just pick up, what did he pick up? His phase boots. So I mean, he can run away from these ganks hopefully, or he needs some backup pronto here.
Yeah, good thing they have a little bit of that extra vision. He's got to be turtling up now against the tower, which is something you don't want to have to do when you're troll. You know, you want to be consistent with your farm when you're trying to play catch up with someone like a sniper in this game or a Luna. And right now he's just going to have to put that on hold. And because he's forced to push back and play that turtle style, they capitalize by moving on forward and starting to get some big damage onto this tower. With that DD from Chuan and Burning, dishing out the serious right click, it's going to be brought down to about a half, maybe a third of its life. And could make for an easy takedown very soon. Being able to get your economy boosted up for everyone. You know, Faith would love to get up to his level 7, get living armor up to level 4. Chuan obviously would love to get this death ward, which he's about to get. Meanwhile, though, it is going to be an equal trade. They get the tier 1 here on the bottom lane, it looks like here for Team Malaysia. And now they can kind of control this jungle a little bit further. We'll see if they put down any wards, grant themselves a little bit of extra vision, and how they decide to build on top of that. But I guess you can kind of say the same thing for IG. After they take down the top tier 1, they also could get a bit aggressive with that vision and go into the Malaysia territory.
Yeah, both teams just invading the enemy jungle. As well as we're noticing from Faith, he went for the more aggressive build, getting in his leech seed level 2, so he's not going to be going for the sneaky tree here. Not going to be going for the nature guys into some big plays. I mean, he has his arcane boots already finished. That's really all you need right now. He's got the overgrowth ready. This is level 6, just popped it, and this could be another death of the poor Imba.
Oh, Johnny's there, but he does not have level 6. He's just going to try to throw out some spirits, but that Assassinate plus Maldic combo, there's just no chance. They even secure it with Chuan's Death Ward. I don't even think that was necessary, but I guess better safe than sorry sometimes. So they get that kill. Ketchik Imba going to go down again. His Wind Ranger has also been relatively quiet this game, just trying to build up those levels. You know, has his phase boots, has his null, but still a ways off to match up on par now with what Ferrari has going. And look at the swarm they got here in the mid lane. They are going for this tier 1 tower, removing more of these access points and potentially opening up, future Roche options for themselves. Now they're going to fake out once with the assassination, plus a fissure, just continuing to zone back Malaysia from stopping them from getting what they want. They want this tower, or they're not leaving till they get it.
It's really hard to fight into IG's lineup right now, especially since the great early game they've had. There's not too much, and look at this sniper, man. Ferrari's already got a Sange up. Like, how are you even gonna kill him? It's really looking troublesome for Malaysia here, and they needed the Phoenix to have 6. He's about to get 6 in this bottom lane here, but I don't know if that's gonna be enough in these team fights.
Yeah, it just feels like it's a little too quiet right now for Malaysia, but that might not be by their choice. They're just kind of put in this kind of defensive position. We're not seeing really anything offensive come out from your Wind Ranger. Your Spirit Breaker has been relatively quiet. Yeah, he's been able to do a couple of dives there on the bottom lane, brought down Luo occasionally, but it's time for him to maybe consider getting something done across the map. But I say that like it's something that he could easily do, but really, and as you said, against this IG lineup, it just ain't easy. They seem to always kind of have that buddy-buddy system, and wherever you dive, you risk going into too much trouble. A living armor will be there, a nearby shrapnel, a coconut, a fissure. It's just too risky right now to play that kind of aggressive style. But they're gonna try something nonetheless. They smoke up, and they start going into the IG woods here and towards the southern hemisphere, if you will. Maybe hoping to get something here onto Burning. We'll see if they can do it. Burning does have Eclipse here, and Luo's nearby. They're going to be spotted out. They place down the ward. There goes the Nether Strike. They bump him back. Eclipse is going to be pop fingers out there, and it's already been done. Ohio eats a little bit of that Eclipse. The egg is out. They can't quite crack it. They will get it. It's only 5 attacks. It's not that good. Oh, no. All right, it looks like Ohio's going to make his way out from the south. Ketchik shows up, shackles, and now has to run. But look at Chuan once again with that pesky little haste rune. Gets off the cast, gets off a Maldic. The snipe's going to be coming in. That's going to be big damage for that curse, which he has only have level 1. Not big stuff. There's going to be overgrowth, though. Locks him in place. Ohio's going to TP out of there. Mushi, though, not so lucky. He's going to get shot on down. Ferrari's going to get that kill. And it's going to be a successful trade right there for IG being able to bully them back. Meanwhile, top lane, though.
Top lane.
Yeah.
Burning.
Burning's in trouble, but there comes a rotation. Now it's KYXY who's going to be in trouble. Here comes Low. That's the fissure. One right click, and he does go down. Troll trying to man up there, but a brilliant rotation from Luo nonetheless, and he will save his ally in Burning.
Yeah, he was hoping for the RNGesus of like 5 bashes in a row, But it didn't happen, and diving a little too far, getting a little hasty there, but still they did manage to bring down Burning in the bottom lane, so it's not too bad for Malaysia. But that's where your troll wanted to definitely not die, and him dying there really sets back Malaysia. He needs to be getting up his items. He only has Aquila, a magic wand, and 870 gold to work with right now. He needs to find a way to get his mask up, potentially do Roshan or something before IG keeps on mounting the pressure, because yeah, IG, it feels like they can do whatever they want right now.
It really does. And I'm sure they're going to be on to a potential Roche comeback kind of a thing, and they'll get those wards out there. But for now, we got these two knuckleheads looking to push out this mid lane. Ferrari, he's actually almost got that S and Y complete, which is very scary to think about. I mean, they already have to think about making sure they keep someone like Burning in check, but Ferrari's also just getting so much going here. And look at this flank play they got here on KYXY. Luo's looking to come in from behind. The charge is out to help out, but it might be too late. Just a walk-in echo slam. Fissure, the disrespect coming out from Luo right in the backhand side. And Ohio, who was coming in to help out, runs right into Chuan. He body blocks him out. He's got a DD rune, man. Chuan has been eating up these runes like it's been nothing. Heads back to base. He was cursed up, but it's only level 1.
Phoenix going to be in trouble. He pops the egg.
Can they get 5 hits? Yeah, Sniper's going to be able to hit it. Chuan even comes in. He goes down. It's disaster right now for Team Malaysia. They're just crumbling all over the place. Troll goes down. Ohio goes down. And now even the little birdie going to be cracked inside the egg before he can even have a rebirth. And with that, IG, they're going to follow it up with an objective, it looks like. They're going to add some pressure at least on this tier 2, and really there just doesn't seem to be an answer right now for Malaysia. Ryu, is it looking like maybe Malaysia just didn't put together a draft that can match up against IG, or are they just simply getting out-executed in this game?
Well, the problem is that they definitely did better rotations from IG, and we didn't see the Spirit Breaker charge at all this game in the early game. And they didn't set up any kills on the sniper. Instead, Wind Ranger just kept getting taken down. And yeah, just a superior movement from IG, as well as going for that tri-lane. Definitely caught him off guard.
Yeah.
Ohio.
They have that ward up there. They see the vision. They see Ohio put himself in a corner, and that's going to be a death trap as he does go down. An easy snipe for Ferrari. They know they have that vision now. Mushi is going to drop the sentry, but it's even too scary to take down and get that 50 pence. So IG just get another freebie for themselves because of their superior game sense and map control now with these wards. Just kind of always feeling like they're one step ahead as far as what Malaysia want to do. And for now, they're just going to kind of mini death ball up in this mid lane and continue to just press their advantage. While they got this huge power curve, they're going to use it as best as they can. And Luo's got a haste rune plus a blink dagger already. That is very scary. He heads towards the top lane. If he gets a +1, it could be another easy takedown of this troll.
Yep. Troll definitely will not be taking the bait this time. He got burned last time, and learning from that KYXY, just going to go back into the jungle here, but still playing catch up on Troll. It's not where you want to be, but still, at least he can farm the jungle, right? And you always have the Roshan for the comeback mechanic, and I don't know how they're going to win these team fights, though. And it's just IG picking themselves in a perfect position here. I mean, look at Burning. He's going for a mechanism.
Yeah.
I don't even know, man.
Okay, there's the blink in. Yeah, they got the fissure, they got the snipe. I don't think this troll's got anywhere to go. Just desperate dishes out the axes, and that's not going to stop the burst power that's already come on forward. And IG execute once again by executing the troll. It just seems to be non-stop from them. 14-4. And that is very surprising. And you look at Malaysia and their performance yesterday, and it just doesn't seem to stop. No respect there. There's going to be the stun. Echo on the way in. Doesn't really help a whole lot. There's another strike in the finger, but he's still good. He gets a living armor, and now they're looking to turn it right back around and go for Ohio here. Luo does manage to kind of put himself into the dark as Mushi wants to finish him off, but it's Ohio who does end up going down. It is just nonstop here. IG are just playing world-class Dota, it looks like right now.
Yep. They did get the tower mid lane from Wind Ranger, though. That'll be her mechanism completed here. So they do have a little bit more sustain in these team fights, and it just sucks that you had to play this Wind Ranger as a support more so than a core. I mean, we've seen Ags always being picked up normally, as well as Maelstroms, but opting out for that, I'm assuming her next item is just going to be a Force Staff because of the way she's had to play. So it's kind of all on the backs of the troll, and you can see that, right? He went for the Mask of Madness, man. He's definitely playing max movement speed, max farm potential, and just hoping he can get something done. But his next item has to be a BKB.
It just seems to be too hard for him to get away from that lockdown without having something like that BKB. You're talking the fissure that's constantly been putting him in check. You have Sniper with his shrapnel slow, overgrowth from your tree, and of course the cask from Chuan and his Witch Doctor. There's a lot of lockdown potential there, and Malaysia just don't really have the answer quite yet. They need to itemize, 2, 3 steps ahead, but IG are already at that level as it stands. And yeah, burning. Unorthodox grab in your mechanism, but you already know Ferrari's kind of one to deal out all the DPS for your team, so certainly why not? And it's just working out very nice. Ferrari does move into his Mask of Madness build up, kind of getting preemptive scoutage right now on your Roche pit, which seems to be one of the options here from Malaysia to pull out a bit of a comeback, but it is certainly not going to be easy. Mushi does hold a smoke, so maybe they're hoping for an opportunity to kind of get a bit aggressive here. They put down their sentry to kind of see if this area is clear and safe for maybe that said smoke, but it's just not going to be easy because they're going at it as a 4-man group. They have to make sure they continue to delegate farm onto KYXY and his troll. He's still trying to break down this freaking tier 1 tower, man, because it continues to get healed up from that tree, and the second he makes a go onto it, there's someone to rotate in and be like, get the hell away. This is our tower.
Yeah, he's barking up the wrong tree, man. I don't know. There's nothing really... It's just disgusting how much you could heal the tower, man, and with a tree. Oh, and then he just walks down bottom lane.
Yeah, they force out that rotation from burning, and they're like, okay, they're not going to have burning, so maybe we smoke up and we make a go. Now, they see burning back in the mid lane. They have to know he's at his own. Now, will there be a rotation to come help him? They bump on forward. He has the mech, so they'll have to break through that. Okay, well, they do. A dramatic finger does come out from Mushi, and quickly the burning Luna does go down. Oh, what an echo to jump in. They catch out KYXY, plus the overgrowth. You may have gotten burning, but we got 2 of yours. IG just don't allow Malaysia to get anything for free. Every time Malaysia just working so hard to just synchronize and execute any sort of pickoff, IG just make it look effortless to retort. It's just another beautiful job from them. They continue to push ahead even further now, 17-5.
Yeah, their movements have just amazed me. Top lane, though, it could be very bad for this Spirit Breaker. Poor Ohio, man. Didn't see that coming, did you? And
Luo, man, he has been making serious plays already all through StarLadder, and it continues to happen here with this Earthshaker. He was stuck there on the bottom. They made that audible change-up to put an aggro tri-lane, which certainly worked out for Luo to get an early boost, and then, he's been constantly moving around the map, setting things up with the fissure. Maybe I've seen one whiffed fissure there in the top lane previously, but outside of that, he has been making the plays and setting things up for his team, and does not continue to, disappoint anyone. He's just been very impressive so far, and now IG, they're going to parade themselves up this top lane, and we look to Malaysia as far as how they really want to respond.
Oh, block out. Mid Major, she doesn't have all nice overgrowth, not going to go anywhere, and here you go. Here's your assassination. Quick and easy coming out from IG, and yeah, their tower's going to go down, and they look like they're going to be trading mid lane. Luo.
Oh,
going down. No.
The blink dagger on tree as well. They're so quick to close the gap and get something set up for themselves. It's working out so well. We got to look to the side of Malaysia, though. It's easy to really just kind of ego boost IG and how they've done everything so well this game. But, is there a chance that Malaysia can try to pull this one back? It seems like they're already expecting that they're going to be losing pretty much all of their outer towers. I know they don't want to have to forfeit something so precious to them like the Roche, but unless they can find a window of opportunity to get in there and get it done quickly, it just doesn't seem like a reality.
Yeah, the biggest 2 comebacks have to be Roshan or finding a way for Mushi to get a Blink Dagger or a smoke gank off onto the Sniper. They really have to get in the back lines and kill the Sniper. Ferrari 7-0, you really need to have this bounty, and you need him to be down without a buyback so you can do Roshan or take an objective around the map. And they're just going to be definitely protecting Ferrari, especially with his BKB now online. Mechanism, as we've been talking about with Luna, the heals coming out. I mean, you can look at Chuan too, man. He's going aggressive build. Like he doesn't even care about the Voodoo Restoration max. I mean, I've seen it a lot happen. Definitely, I think Meldick scales a lot better than Voodoo Restoration. 16 to 24 isn't that much. I mean, if you say 16 to 40, that's a lot. But getting the damage from Meldick, I think it's worth it more. And that's just scary when your support is just dishing out so much damage right now.
Malaysia are doing what they can, though, as they see the pressure come here in the bottom lane. IG are going to be able to successfully take down that Tier 1 tower. They continue to spread themselves out and find farm elsewhere. You have KYXY taking away the IG Ancient stack, moving down mid lane. Ohio's been working with the top lane. They're just trying to get those BKBs together and ready to go. But IG smoke up, it looks like at first they're considering a go at the Roche, but now they're going to move into the high ground. Okay, their smoke does pop.
Oh,
And it's a big clash right now. Shrapnel starts going out. There is going to be the Maldic down. Egg's going to be popped. Echo Slam follow through. Ferrari is just unloading onto all of them. And Malaysia quickly dropped down 4. 2 buybacks. That's going to be KYXY as well. It counts as a 5-man wipe if you don't count the buybacks. IG just reigns supreme in that one, and they will follow it up with their own personal reward in doing the Roche. My God, that escalated so damn fast. Malaysia just hit the deck.
Yeah, Ferrari with his BKB, man. Nobody can touch him. Burning with his ulti, and Chuan with his cast, man. That was, as well as Faith with his ulti. I mean, that was like the perfect executed fight from IG. None of them were even low. That's the worst part. When you lose a team fight that badly, and all of them are full HP, they don't even have a healing ward from a Juggernaut, too. I mean, it's just scary right now.
It is. And for Malaysia, hoping to shake that one off. They just get hit so hard from it. They lose so much, and then they buy back, and oh God, it just doesn't stop. They get Malaysia. He goes down. Ohio tries to come in, but it might be too late. He's already got his arms full, but nice Shaco does connect onto 2. Luo could go down here, and he will. Overgrowth's going to be there, but you know, they already have Ferrari in a good spot, but as I say that, he's going to get bumped back. KYXY just desperate to get there, but look at the cast just connect onto all 3. They're stuck in a rut right now. Now the Maldic going to get popped out. They look to go for Chuan. Chuan could go down. He will go down. Meanwhile, Assassinate going to fly, and it does finish off Ohio. We look back to the other side. KYXY trying to get away is burning. Looks to come in, and your troll will be dropped. Ends up being a 3-for-2 trade. It's still IG getting the best of this one, and that was Team Malaysia's one of their best chances to really make a big turnaround, and still somehow, some way, IG, they get the best of it. They take that team fight, and now they're going to take the tier 2.
Yeah, the worst part is when you have none of your ultis, right? Earthshaker has no ulti. Witch Doctor probably didn't have the ulti. Tree didn't have ulti. Luna didn't have your ulti, and you still come out down on a team fight, losing 2 cores in Ohio, as well as the Trail Warlord, just for 2 supports. It feels like. I mean, Earthshaker definitely isn't a support this game, and he was played as a core, but hey man, he's even got a Midas right now. He's going to go for that, I guess it's Shiva's guard here, and I don't know, man. He went for that Midas. He didn't even need to do it. It's just funny how he's like securing the game even more. You know, if we're gonna throw, I'm just gonna make sure I have 6 item slots, even if this game goes late.
They're playing a nice security buildup, I guess, in that sense. Your BKB is going to be complete now for burning. It's en route as we speak. And, you know, if you just look at the net worth, it's Ferrari and then everyone else. At least 15K net worth. The next closest is burning at 10K. And then your ES, 9,400. And then finally, it's KYXY's troll, 8,400. He is nearly half the level of net worth that Ferrari already has in this game. This sniper, though, has a big bounty.
Man.
Oh, I'm not saying that, but Catch a Gimbal, though, is dead as hell. I can tell you that right now. He gets caught out and shot the hell down. IG are going to continue to advance that net worth advantage even further. They take that tier 2. That's all outer towers, and they're already knocking at the southern door of the Malaysia base. They move on forward, burning, confident as ever with that Aegis in tow. He's just going to happy to get the early shots in as Ferrari does work from the low ground here. He's got serious damage. He's got that Demon Edge in hand. Now they look towards Johnny. Johnny's dead. That bird roasted and toasted. And they go right back to the tier 3. This could be potentially GG here for Malaysia for game 1. It's been IG through and through. Net worth all the way. I mean, you can hope for a rubber band. You can hope for a rebound. But I don't see any sort of opportunity that Malaysia are going to get that chance.
Yeah, there should just be one big team fight left in Malaysia before they call GG. I mean, you want to go out with a bang. Yeah. Kind of not like that. Just wait a little bit. Maybe fire him up a little bit. Roshan, the Aegis will be coming out or expiring in, I mean, it's another minute still, right? So this is, they still have another window of opportunity just to go down mid lane right now.
We'll have to see how quick IG are to try to wrap things up and get a lid put on this game. And I agree with you. You know, Malaysia, they might be just kind of getting what scraps of farm they can to itemize for their best chance at one final hurrah. Getting Ohio his BKB, maybe. KYXY looking to finish out that next item, which, unfortunately doesn't seem to be coming anytime soon. Might have to just opt to hold a little bit for his buyback. Mushi, who is, holding the gem, at least for now, that I think Johnny did drop, but he managed to quickly snag up. He's been unable to get a Blink Dagger. Wind Ranger, has a mech and has a blink, but the damage just really isn't there outside of their troll. So it's going to be a real difficult time. They're just going to try their best in this potential high ground defense. But if IG take this one, it could very well just be game.
The funny part about the Wind Ranger with the Blink Dagger this game is if she had the Force Staff, she could have survived at least 3 times. Because, this Earthshaker from Luo has been perfect. He's gotten at least 3 fissure blocks on her in the last 5 to 10 minutes. It's just been perfect. And if she had that escape, maybe she could have lived, but I don't think it would have changed the outcome. It would have definitely helped her live a little bit longer.
Here we go, though. This is kind of the flank play they want to go for, but it is interrupted with the biggest echo ever from Luo as he gets a double kill. Ohio, just barely alive, will go down, and that was just not what Malaysia wanted. They tried to come in with one hell of a flank play, but it is scouted out from this ward right here, and it's Luo who is the gatekeeper and says, "You shall not pass," through this echo slam. And Malaysia just get put into a hurt locker for game number 1.
Man, you did so many movie references there, dude. I commend you on that. Holy shit, dude. That was amazing.
That was
not as amazing as IG. That was really well played from them. I haven't seen a very dominant performance against, a troll in a while, so it's really nice to see when, a troll gets dumpstered on, at least for me, taking out all that rage from the pubs. And, well, I think Malaysia today, these 2 heavyweights, that's what they look like in my eyes. So I really don't even know who's going to win this one.
If this matchup happened yesterday, everyone would probably be assuming that IG are just going to be the heavy favorites and Malaysia are going to be the serious underdogs. Just the same way that people thought Malaysia were going to be a pushover for Secret. Now look how things have just dramatically changed in one day. Team Malaysia pull out what many consider a huge upset. They knock Secret down in a 2-1 series. And then Alliance managed to beat Secret earlier. I woke up and found out Secret was eliminated. I just thought that was crazy. And IG beat Alliance in the upper bracket. So I guess by those means, IG probably the slight favorites coming into this. And it kind of shows that people are wagering that's about a 55 to 60% odds favorite for IG. But really what we have learned is you just cannot sleep on Team Malaysia. And if you just look at the past play from both of these teams, like I have them both up on Dota Buff right now, they just don't seem to lose. You have like a 14-game win streak right now for IG, and for Malaysia, it's something to the pace of about, given, that they lost that one match to Secret, they have won all of their series in the past 20 days, which is about,
pretty crazy.
18, 19 games or so. So these teams have been ruthless with their recent play, but there is going to be a decider here and now. Which of these 2 teams is going to be losing their first series in a real long time? And, well, I don't want to delay things any further. So let's just hop into the draft at hand. Team Malaysia, they open up with that dirty troll grab, and they get the Spirit Breaker. Now, people were just going crazy yesterday. Ohio on his Spirit Breaker was just ridiculous. He was a bouncer for the whole game, just constantly keeping the team in check and just kind of being that enforcer. And then for IG, they're going to get Mr. Peeps here. You got Mr. Sniper going to be picked up first. And now they're going to follow it up with the Treon Protector here. So there's going to be your 1-2 punch right now for each side.
Yeah, I love both of these lineups right now, Sniper and Tree, just because of the fact where you have this Tree where he can always cast his living armor to keep the Sniper alive, and you have the Overgrowth that is never to be underestimated. It's great for dealing with a Troll Warlord. You need to find ways to deal with a Troll. So because he has max movement speed and he's going to be having a BKB, so the best way to do it is by kiting him, and I think Troll definitely offers a lot of kiting potential with his ulti, as well as the living armor, keeping your allies alive. And then on the other side for Team Malaysia, they've got the Troll Warlord with the Spirit Breaker. The second best map hack hero in the game for me is Spirit Breaker. The first one is Night Stalker with an Ags. I mean, to an extent, Zeus is one, but
Yeah.
still, Spirit Breaker's charge, man, that just gives so much vision. You don't even need to worry about like knowing where the enemy is half the time because you just have a 11-second cooldown on it. So, really well picked, I would say, from both teams so far.
I mean, it's got to feel nice right now for Malaysia to have someone like a Spirit Breaker when you're going against a sniper too. You need someone to kind of be that beefcake frontliner who can close the gap and get in the face of sniper and just take them out of that comfort zone. And I wouldn't be surprised if Malaysia maybe build on that right here. They could always pick up a Zeus, maybe not a Night Stalker given they've already committed to the Troll and the Spirit Breaker, but if they get something like a Zeus, then you're really kind of dishing out some serious map awareness for your own team. But instead, they're going to follow up with the Lion, something that Invictus Gaming have been running themselves ridiculously. I was seeing earlier that in their StarLadder history, at least, they've picked it up 11 times, and they have a 90% win rate with Lion right now. So these teams know how to utilize it well.
Ain't no joke.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. You're talking about double disable, great initiation once you manage to get a Blink Dagger in his hands, and you know, just overall a platinum support pickup. Now an Earthshaker going to get grabbed up here from IG, something that I know Chuan has visited from time to time. Good at being able to be in the dark, roam from mid lane to the side lane. Hell, we could probably see him as an off laner possibly. You know, it is relatively early in the draft, but you get your long range stun, your way to break up the team fight, and of course your Echo Slam. So the dunks potentially to come here.
I think Team Malaysia just counterpicked IG. Honestly, I was going to talk about the Phoenix being picked up with the tree. Even if you're against the Troll Warlord, you still need to find ways for the sniper to not get gone on, right? So what do? You pick up a Phoenix, right? And you can make them focus the egg. Sure, you can have the battle trance, but you can always wait. It could be a good bait tactic, right? You could always have the Phoenix on your team. Try to make sure the Troll doesn't use his battle trance early in the team fight, and you don't even have to pop the egg sometimes early because they could have a really good position. Now I see like, yeah, you see IG, they're taking their time. It really looks like they really want to pick it, and Team Malaysia just like countered that immediately, and it's really great for their lineup now. They have a Treant and an Earthshaker. Those are two melee heroes in your kind of safe lane, and the Earthshaker is going to be roaming, and as long as you have Icarus dive up, you can't really die. And well, IG definitely have one of the tankiest lineups right now.